yet, but he's practicing.
My mom has to put me.
You can get it on your finger. Woo! Don't slam it on the ground. Hey guys, I haven't talked to you. It's just been a busy day. Oh man, there's still mess in here. There's messes everywhere. It's bad. Anyway, it's just been a busy school day. Jax is still at it down there and it is almost 4. I just finished some work, but let's go over the day. We got up and had breakfast, started school stuff. I had to get backups done or my phone would not run its backup. I had to back up the movie files and I was having a lot of trouble. Sometimes when I use our security cam footage, it messes things up and it doesn't export right, and I had to eventually just delete all the clips from the camera out front off of one particular file, and then it would finally back up. Then we ran out the door and took a walk. We just walked to the high school through the neighborhood, and I thought it was going to be a lot warmer because everything said it was 56 and it felt like maybe 50, 56, but oh my gosh, it felt like it was low 40s or even colder. My lips are really dry. It was so cold, and every time the wind would howl and blow us over and the sun would go behind the clouds, we'd be shivering. But we made it to our walk. We said hi. They gave him 2 hot dogs and he ate both, but he doesn't eat the buns. And they gave him mac and cheese from yesterday. He only had a couple bites of that. He was really excited about the hot dogs today. But he enjoyed that lunch. And what did I have? My husband had cut up an avocado and wanted us to finish it, so I made some avocado toast. But since I already had toast for breakfast, I put it on rice cakes. What you gonna watch? Blippi, Grizzly, something else?
What?
Blippi, Grizzly, something else? Anyway, after lunch, Jax got started on his science assignment. Some weeks he's got labs, sometimes it's an online assignment, and today it was an offline assignment. He was doing a model of the digestive system. Last night I had scrambled around to get all the colors of yarn and supplies that he needed. Luckily I found just about everything. Didn't have cotton balls, but I had little cotton pads that we ripped apart. So he just finished that, and I finally, around 2, got 2 of the beer labels I needed to update, and they needed to be done by COB, close of business, so that gave me till 5, which means I needed to get it done before quiet time. Man, he pulled every single library book out, well, except for 2. I'll deal with it later. Yeah, so I got those done. One of them was a little bit long because the label was so old I needed to reformat it for a can instead of a bottle, but just finished, made it up here. My husband is not going to walk because please don't put library books with our personal books. They're going to get lost and we're going to get in trouble. Because his knee is bothering him, he's not going to be walking. Okay, I lied. I'm going to clean this now because it's going to drive me crazy, and then I'm going to start quiet time. I'm going to put my hair up so it doesn't get all tangly in the bed. I did braid a little bit last night, but I still have a ton of white and this purple to yellow to get rid of. I really don't love having pink hair right now. I wish it wasn't pink, but my actual hair is pink, so pink it is. Anyway, gonna go. 9:30 and we are getting ready for bed. Jax is in the shower and Sebastian is just busy not listening. You're dirty. Hold on. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Talk to you at quiet time, didn't I? Did I ever say that our walk was so cold? Like the sun was shining and the weather reports were saying it felt like 50. Lies. It was so windy. My ears hurt so bad. The sun kept going behind the clouds the second we'd be out in it, and my eyes were watering from the wind and the cold. It was a miserable walk. Terrible. Must have blocked it mentally. He's yelling at me. Anyway, quiet time happened. Inside the fire truck. There's a car wedged in the fire truck. Sebastian, please don't interrupt. Please don't interrupt. Anyway, we got up from quiet time and I had to do one more label. I actually had to do one that I was supposed to do before, but I had the wrong version, so I did the right version. And then it was a little after 5:30 and my husband was out in the garage, so I was like messaging him, do I need to make dinner? And yeah, he could come in at any time. He's just putting some part back on. So I started spaghetti, meatballs for them, garlic knots. Seriously, every single one of my nails is ripping off because of winter. So over it. And I know I'm going to be miserable because of spraying pollen, but just over winter. Over it. It's painful and miserable. And I'm feeling pretty depressed about it today. But yeah, I made dinner. I also threw some instant gingerbread cake into the oven, like the mix. It wasn't the best, it was light in color and I like my gingerbread to be spicy. So it wasn't the best. Maybe I could spice it up if I get that in the future. It certainly was nice and fast. But I took my coffee and gingerbread downstairs, but I didn't get a lot done. I did some painting on those test little clay miniatures I had made. That type of kids air dry clay is like really squishy and foamy when it dries, so it's not ideal, but it was a good practice. And the mugs look really cute, though the handles are falling off. So my air dry clay came today, so I'm going to test that out soon. But I did make the piano bench. And can you get whatever's stuck in the fire truck out, please?
Oh, well.
Yeah, can you fix that? So I made the piano bench. I changed the fabric, of course. I didn't want the red, but I measured the legs exactly and cut them exactly 20 millimeters. Everything's in millimeters, and it's so tall. Like I could tell from the picture right away when I flipped mine over after it was done that mine was so much taller that it didn't fit under the piano. I ended up grabbing some spare wood to raise up the piano. I'll have to paint that brown. And now it at least goes under, but it's like no person would be able to sit there with their legs under it. So if it bothers me, I'll have to try to sand down or trim the legs. They'll probably fall off. I don't think the glue is gonna hold while I'm sanding and cutting, but I'm a perfectionist, so don't be surprised if I do it and have to re-glue it. But for now, I at least got it to the point where it can go under. I want it halfway under the piano so that it's not so crowded. But I think that's all I did. The painting took a little time and just interruptions. Came up at 9 and had to clean like 3 different rooms. There's just toys everywhere. This is not the time to ask me. Wait till I'm done. Anyway, I'm just gonna say goodnight because I'm just depressed and everybody's just gonna keep interrupting. So, good night, guys. Stay safe. And don't forget, wash your hands.